So, Mr. De Bruin, I just want to ask you regarding this whole initiative that's happening. I just want to ask you, is this more of a racial thing that is going on, or what can you tell me more about it between Mr. Singh and Mrs. Ogle?
Number one, this erase that word racist. It was never a racist fight. It was a fight of cross justice. Mr. Singh made it racist. We never was part of this racist fight. He declared war, not against me, only against the colored people on the SMS.
So I'm standing here with Mr. Clint Leverton, and we just want to ask him a few questions regarding the whole debacle at Oosterwil Primary School. So can you just bring us up to speed, Mr. Leverton? What exactly is happening at Oosterwil Primary School?
Well, sir, at the moment we have an incident where we have a level 1 teacher who's been appointed to principalship. And we have an issue around that in the sense that the person does not have the relevant management experience for the post that he's been asked to fill. You know, you've got to become an HOD and a deputy principal before you can become a principal. I feel with the type of background that he has, he doesn't have the exposure to be able to do the job properly. And what has brought us to this is not because Mr. Singh has been appointed principal, that's where the injustice is, but also Mr. Singh has made this a racial issue, in the sense that he has sent an SMS whereby he's called the coloured people mixed race and confused colours. We're saying we cannot have a person of that calibre coming into the education system and teaching our children. What's he going to say to our children? How's he going to insult our children? What's going to happen if we are confused colours? What's going to happen to the black children at school, where there's a 98% majority of them? And another thing is, you know, as much as we are fighting the injustice of it all, Mr. Singh has made it a racial issue. So we need to address the racial issue. I mean, if we look at it, he's employed by the Department of Education. What is the department going to do to address racialism? We've seen big names in our country fall because of racism. We've seen Gareth Cliff go down because of racism. We've seen the MP Diane Barnard being dragged over the coals for racism. So what is the department going to do about it? How much longer are they going to continue to shield people like this? I mean, Minister Angie Motshekga is employed by President Zuma. The President has made it clear that racism will not be tolerated in our country, in no sphere of government. It's even become a part of your code of conduct. Even if there's something mentioned on your Facebook page, yet you will be fired because of racism.
You see that with Penny Sparrow, the same thing happened.
Penny Sparrow, the same thing happened to Penny Sparrow. We've had many members who hold high public positions who have resigned because of racism. So we cannot allow this person to continue. Besides the injustice of being appointed to a position that he does not qualify for because he has a higher degree in Hindi, we cannot have him here because of racism. If the department needs to take a firm stand and say it will not be tolerated, like it's not tolerated in the public sector, so will it not be tolerated in the Department of Education.
Then the scoring came out. Mrs. Ogle scored higher. Now it comes to the good part. Mrs. Ogle scored higher. Two people kind of got vested interest here. The chairperson and the IC then sent a motivational letter to the department recommending applicant number 2. So what does it tell you? This reverse it. Let's go right back again to point 1. When you apply for this position, a bulletin comes out with the necessary criteria. Now, the criteria is we're looking for a professional nurse. You must have psychiatry, this, that. A staff nurse applies and gets the job. What is it? So the sifting process in Chura House started with skullduggery. Somebody slipped their
I want to make sure that this is not biased. But what I'd like to just make mention is that you did mention that he's a level 1 teacher. You also mentioned that his only qualification is Hindi. Could you just touch on the aspect of Mrs. Ogle and what type of experience does she have and what qualifies her to be the principal of Oosterwil Primary?
Mrs. Ogle has been employed by the Department of Education for 41 years. 37 of those years at Austerville Primary School. She's been an HOD for 10 years and she's been the deputy principal for the past 17 years. She's got a bachelor's degree in education and she's got a master's and honours degree in education. She studied Zulu and is a qualified Zulu teacher. She's got a degree in Zulu. She's able to read it, write it and teach it. We've also, remember, we're considering the black contingent of the school, and we need to have somebody who's able to communicate with them. Although we know English is a medium of instruction, you do get those that can't understand, where you have to go down and explain to them in a language that they understand. And the person that's going to be holding the position does not speak.
So we admire your zeal and your stand on corruption. And from behalf of myself, I'd just like to wish you and your crew all the best moving forward in this endeavor. And it starts with people like you that by standing up to say things that are wrong, that's how we are going to see justice. And this would not obviously happen in other schools.
Definitely not.
So in closing, do you have any other comments you'd like to share with us?
All I'd like to say in closing is that, remember, it took 5 people to start a revolution in Russia. And with the momentum that this group is gathering, we will steal over the Department of Basic Education. They need to realize at the end of the day, the pupils that go to the school, whose school fees get paid, and the taxpaying public out there pays their salaries. So they are public servants and they are here to serve us. We are the public.